All right, welcome everybody to Bad Boys TV. This is Brett Baker coming to you live from Temple, Texas at the Mayborn Center, the 2017 Texas State Championships. We crowned a couple of state champions yesterday. Ryan Robinson was state champion in the 9-ball, and in the Scotch doubles, it was the team of 2 and Casper that captured the championship last night. Today we've got singles action for you. This match coming up, we've got Dwayne Mars and Julius Smith. I don't have any information on their Fargo ratings just yet. Somebody might get that for me. I believe Julius just finished a match, so he took just a couple minutes. We should be getting started here in just a second. And here they are. They're going to flip the coin. And they missed the table. Not a good sign. Try it again. No light, so they really get it up there. All right. A race to 5 8-ball. This is Julius. It has won the flip and has the first break. Not sure who my guest in the booth will be this round. I know we got people drawing out the seniors tournament that starts later, and everybody's kind of busy right now. We got a room full of singles. Hopefully out there everybody is enjoying our stream, brought to you free of charge. Thanks to our sponsors, Q Sports International and the BCA Pool Leagues, Diamond Billiard Products, Cyclop Balls, and of course Bad Boys Billiard Productions. All right, we're underway. Julius selects for the second ball break. Controlled the cue ball pretty nice on that break. He didn't hit it as hard as some of them do. And he has made a ball. And I got a feeling he's probably going to take the stripes here. And he's lining up on the 9-ball. Okay, he got the 9 down. He's run into a couple balls, so he's hooked on the 13. He's going to have to take on this 15 now. It's about the only shot he has. Looks like that 15 will go by the 12, or he can elect to cut it into the side. I'd like shooting it in the corner if it goes. Very nicely done. Now, if it was me, I would take this 12 and then the 10. You're on the 12. Don't want to have to play shape for it again. But he's going to shoot the 14. It's just, now he's kind of jacked himself up over the 4. He was kind of up over the 12. That's why I wouldn't have shot the 14 when he chose to. I don't like being jacked up over a ball. That's one of the toughest shots in pool for any level player. But he handles that nicely. He's rolled up. He's got the 10 in the side. Come down and get the 11 and the 13. He'd really like to get a break and run in this first game. It kind of sends a message to your opponent that you're here to play. there's any doubt in their mind, it will could make them a little weak. Handled that nicely. He's fallen onto the 13. Now he just needs to get up above that 4 and 5 to have a shot on this 8 ball. You've done all the work. You want to make sure here that you just don't hook yourself on this 8 ball. And he chose to draw it and hit the 6. I think he's looking. Yep, he can. Okay, he's gotten kind of lucky. He can see the 8 up in the corner. He was relieved. Not sure what distracted him there. And he pockets the 8, and so Julius takes a 1-0 lead in this match. Starts off with a nice break and run. That puts a little pressure on Dwayne now. He's got to come back and answer that. It's the great thing about winning the lag or winning the flip. If you can come out and break and run that first rack, you're really sending a message. All right, we're ready. Dwayne's ready to break these beautiful Cyclop balls. He's gone to the head-on break. He's got 2 stripes down. And if he chooses, he's got a shot at the 12. Or he can look these over. The 10 looks a little rough. 5's kind of in a tight little spot. He's got some choices here. And he's going to take the solids. He's going to start with the 6. Okay, bumped into the 3. I think it still goes. Alright, he kind of let the cue ball get away from him there. He shot the 1, but he let it drift up and bump into the 12. But he's still okay. He's got the 7. And he may have wanted to run into that 2, but he didn't. Now he's in trouble. He's got himself stuck on the bottom rail, and he's going to try to cross bank this 2 into the side. It's a pretty tough shot, though. And it goes wide. So that's going to bring Julius to the table. He didn't leave him a real easy starting shot here. He's got a long cut on the 12. Possibly a bank on the 10. So even though he missed, he didn't really sell out this rack. Julius is going to have to come with a shot to. He's going to take on this 12 ball. And he missed it. He went rail first into the ball. And he's also left the cue ball down here on the bottom rail, so Dwayne will have a long starting shot. Looks like he'll have to shoot this 2-ball. Forrest, welcome back. Good to have you. For those of you not in the chat, when I mention somebody, they are in our chat room, and I just try to give them a little shout out once in a while or answer their questions. All right, so Julius has found himself back to the table, made a nice back cut, but he's tied up the 15 with the 3. This rack is just not laid well for these guys, and they're having a little trouble getting control of the cue ball. Not sure if he can see that 12 up there. Yeah, it looks like he must be able to. It's a long shot, but on a bar table, even a long shot was only about 6 feet. But he missed it. So Dwayne will come to the table. Probably will start with that 4-ball up there. And then all his work will be down at the bottom end of the table. Unless he's got the prime angle to bump that 3 out, I think he'll start with the 4. Well, it looks to me like he's looking at the 2, so this must be a real nice angle to bump that 3 out. And it was. Oh. Well, hopefully this 3-5 combination goes. It looks like it does on our monitor, but it's pretty close. And he's not going to be able to do a whole lot with the cue ball. He has to cut this is all. The 3 is going to head up table towards the 10, which is going to cause him trouble. And he's shaking his head. He doesn't like it. This is where a guy might want to play safe. Just kind of squeeze that cue ball right in behind those. And it looks like he may be doing that. Yep. Great shot. That's just a sign of somebody that's played a lot of 8-ball. Those little touch safeties come up, and 8-ball's about the only game that those kind of safeties really come up more than the combo. Definitely will lay better the next time he's down here. Okay, now Julius is going to want to kick and hit something. You just don't want to give up ball in hand here. If he can hit a stripe, possibly get lucky not to leave Dwayne something easy. Okay, he's got the hit, so there's no ball in hand, but he has left a shot up on that 4-ball. He's got a nice angle to come back down for the 3 and the 5. He's kind of looking at taking on this combination right now. I don't know. Cue ball's definitely going to go up table. Okay, he shot a carom. And the problem with that is he just didn't know where the 3 was going. And it's gone up and tied up with the 12. It's one thing to control the cue ball, but it's pretty tough sometimes to control your object balls. And in games like 8 ball, straight pool, it's really crucial to control the object balls as well as your cue ball. Well, he's got a shot on this 4, but it is not going to lead to anything on that 3. I don't know any way he can get the 3 out. I might be tempted to not make this 4 and try to position it as a break ball, but I think he tried to draw over there, but that just wasn't available. Well, he's going to have to come up with a pretty creative safety here. I think he's called the 3 over in the corner on the right side. Yeah, that didn't lay good for that shot. That was a desperation shot. He was just trying something. I thought as good as he played safe, he might attempt something like that. So Julius comes with a pretty good layout here. Ooh, he tickled that 10 ball in there. He's not ideal on the 12, but he should be able to cut this in all right. It's a good opportunity for him to win a game that didn't look like he was going to. But he's come up a little short on this 14. These guys are just kind of struggling with ball speed, and boy, he pocketed that nicely by bumping the 8, kept him from getting hooked behind it. So he'll want to just bring that cue ball right up to about where his hand is. Nicely done. Julius is this one straight in 8 ball away from taking a 2-0 lead. So pretty fortuitous for him to get to that table and be able to clean that up. And he comes back to the table with the break again, having broken ran the first game he was up there. So if he can repeat that here, he will really take control of this match. Caleb, I don't know what would change them. It's a beautiful sunny day out there. It's a little breezy, but table conditions should be pretty much the same as they were the first couple of days. Tableware hasn't really changed. With just Scotch doubles and 9 ball, it wasn't. This table hasn't got that much play on it. I think the humidity is about the same. It's just a different day. We're looking at a little bit different caliber player than we were looking at. If you were watching our 9 ball matches yesterday, those guys were all in the mid to upper 600s Fargo rate. I believe these two guys are probably just a little below 600. I'm guessing, I don't have their Fargo rates handy, but I would guess they're in the mid to upper 500s. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. I just took a second to look up these two players' Fargo ratings. And right now, Dwayne sports a 573 Fargo rate, and Julius with a 542. So these guys are probably 100 points or so lower than the guys we were watching yesterday in the 9-ball. These are both open level players. Dwayne really needs to take advantage of this opportunity here at the table off of Julius's break, being down 2-0. Don't tie it up. Well, he's moved that 8-ball over there just enough to make this cut in the side a little tough. Had he not bumped the 8, that 14 would go in the side a lot easier. It may not go now. Fargo rating is determined by, it's a peer-to-peer rating system. They use, it's kind of similar to the rating system that chess uses. It takes into account games won and lost by you against better players, lower players, players of your same ability, and then it also takes into consideration how those players do against other players. Well, it looks like he's got the jump cue out here. Oh, wow, he went for the 15. That was an aggressive shot there. The more data that Fargo gets, the more accurate their ratings will be. For the very top players, professionals, theirs are extremely accurate because they have a lot of info on those guys. So if you've ever played in BCA tournaments or any kind of CSI tournaments, you probably have a Fargo rating. You can type Fargo rate into your search on YouTube, and there's a lot of videos on there too that explain the system way better than I can, and can answer a lot of questions. Mike Page and the guys from Fargo Billiards have really put a lot of work into that, and they've done a really good job at educating people on just what it is and how it works. Well, Julius has got an opportunity, and he's taken advantage of it, cleaning up these balls nicely. And he came up a little short on this 4, but I don't think it's going to cause him too much difficulty. He'll roll that in, go up for the 1. Ooh, caught the point, but the pocket took it. Now he'll pocket this 1 and probably draw back off the rail where he's standing for the 8 in the same corner. Okay, stay out of the side. And he's just fine. So the little bump into the 8 that Dwayne suffered cost him another rack. And Julius now leads this match 3-0. Tell you, I'm sure enjoying this Texas weather. This time of year, I'm from Oregon. We get a lot of rain this time of year. Rain in the valleys, snow in the mountains. So being down here with some sunshine and like upper 70s, lower 80s, guy could get used to this. Trying not to tell my wife about the weather down here. All right, he's got a ball down. A lot of congestion in the center of the table here. Balls all went out and kind of came back, kind of bunched up. He's looking over the stripes and the solids to decide which one is going to be best for him. I think he'll probably take the solids, which he has decided to start without one ball. Shot it a little quick, but he's okay. He's got the 7. Ooh. All right, he missed the 7, but he has left. Hasn't really left Julius a whole lot. He can see some of his balls, but I don't really think he's got much of an unoffensive shot. I like maybe coming off this 12 and playing a safety over behind the 8. Or leave him right behind that 13. He's got a wall of balls there. He can. Okay. He moved the 9 over and blocked the path to the 8. Dwayne does have a path to the 4. Don't know that he can pocket it. Dwayne played such a good safety in game number 2 that I really thought we'd see maybe a little more of that, but if you're a 636 Fargo rating, is that good on Fargo? That is pretty strong. That would make you pretty close to an advanced player. I believe people that are like an advanced player get a starter rating of about 625. In this tournament, anybody 650 or higher is racing to 6, while everybody else is racing to 5. Yeah, 636, you're a solid player. The average open player in BCA starts with a Fargo rating of about 525, and then it goes up and down from there. If you're 636, that to give you a little picture of where you stand, you're about 200 points below Shane Van Boning. I believe he's right at about an 840 or 842 or something right now. All right, Julius is clearing off these stripes. He's got some congestion here. Looks like he's got the 13 that he can thread the needle with. And that would bump into the 14. I don't know if that's going to give him a shot, though. If he bumps that 14 towards the 4, he's not really going to have any kind of a shot. He'd like to just bump the 6, I think. Nope. Okay, he came off the edge of the 14, and he really has no offensive shot, but he's looking at this. He's looking at a carom, 14 off the 6. These guys really want to shoot. He's going to go ahead and take this 9. These guys are fairly aggressive. Okay, he's made the 9. Now the cue ball is stuck down by the lower left-hand corner pocket, and he's got no real offensive shot. Hate to say that, though. I'm sure he'll find one. He's looking at that 14 like I can bank it or play it off of something. Thank you, Jay. Glad you're enjoying our stream. We're going to be up in Oklahoma for Black Gold here in, I guess it's 2 weeks from now. We finish this up this week. We've got about 4 days where we kind of gather our things together, do some laundry, and drive up to Oklahoma. We'll see you guys up there. We'll be streaming that event also if the internet permits. I think we're not really sure about what kind of internet the casino has up there, but if it can handle our stream, we'll be bringing it to you. All right, so he did try to bank the 14 and missed, so it brings Dwayne back to the table. Oh, we missed you guys too. Love doing the Oklahoma tournament. The Black Gold is a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess that you guys are gonna miss playing on diamond tables and having a tournament that was all scheduled out, but it's not the first time that's happened. We're really excited to be back. All right, now he's finally done what I've been begging him to do here. He played another nice safety. He's got a great safety game. He just needs to use it more. He banked the 2 down table and stuck Julius right behind that 7. So he's going to try to kick this 14 into the side. All right, he could see. All right, he pocketed the 14 in the wrong side, but he also scratched. So that safety paid off. Comes the able ball in hand. Now he can take care of this 5 that's causing him all kinds of issues. He's got a really nice opportunity with a 5-ball run here to get on the board and cut into this lead. You certainly don't want to go down 4-0 in a race to 5. Okay, he gets the 5. I think he would have liked to have got up there for the 7, but he'll play the 6. I think if it was me, I'd come down and get this 2 and then go 7, 8. And by golly, that's about what he's going to do too. He rolled down nicely. He's got a nice angle to get up to the 7. Oh, almost hung that, and he's headed right at the 7. So now if he chooses to cut this, he'll have to turn the cue ball loose, and then he's going to cut it. He'll go about 4 rails to try to get on this 9, or on the 8, excuse me. Cut it in nice. Went 4 rails, but he's left himself kind of a tough bank. This is another one where I think I might just play safe behind that 8-ball. He went for it, though, and knocked it in, so hard to fault him there. If you make it, it was a good shot. And he gets on the board, cuts the lead to 3-1. And Julius, I believe, is going to have the break in game number 5. Yep, here he comes. If you like our stream and you want to be notified as to when we go live, there's a little bell up in the upper right-hand corner of your screen that if you click on that bell at your notifications, it will, you turn your notifications on, it'll let you know when we go live. It'll give you a little notification so you don't miss any of the action. This is the 3 o'clock round. We'll have another match at 4:30 today. I don't know who will be in that. Meanwhile, Julius got a ball down. And he's got the cue ball stuck up on the top rail. Tough to do anything when the cue ball is stuck to the rail like that. You're like me when I'm home, I get teased because I watch pool as soon as I get home. It's nice to be able to cast it up on a big screen TV. All right, so Dwayne's shooting these solids. He's looking at the 6. He'll probably want to just pretty much stay there for the 1. Ooh, he got through there. All right, he didn't scratch. When it came between those balls, it looked like it was headed right for the side pocket. But he caught the point, so now he's got the 3. And he's drawn it back nicely for this 5 and the side, and then he should be able to get on this 2. He doesn't have that lower left corner available to him, so he's got to keep that in mind. Well, he's come all the way down for the 2, all the way up in the upper right corner. And he's going to have to get in the window probably between the 8 and the 10, where he's looking now to get on that 1 ball. This is all speed here. You got to make the ball and okay, he made the ball and he's perfect. That was very well done. but he took a little more time. He walked and he looked at that. I think sometimes he just shoots a little bit quick. Nice cut. Stay out of there. Oh, man. Well, he caught the point, but that time went back in. So Julius is going to come to the table. Ball in hand and 4 balls on the table. I either like starting with the 14 or the 12, either one of those. Well, he's grabbed the wrong ball. Oh, he's realized that now. He reached down for the cue ball, grabbed the 3. All right, now he's got the cue ball in his hand. I've actually seen people. Okay, he's going to start with the 10. As long as he gets out there past the 8, so he can shoot either the 12 or the 14. Okay, he's going to shoot the 14. He'll go 14, 15, come out for the 12 and the 8. I like this pattern. Well, now he sees a different pattern. He's going to shoot the 12, then the 15. You ask 20 pool players how to clear out a table, and you're going to get 25 different answers. The important thing is getting through it, and he's done that as long as he pockets this 8 ball, which he did, and that puts Mr. Smith on the hill with a 4-1 lead. Yeah, Ryan, I've seen some higher ups. We all have good days and bad days. And you never know how robust that 640 was. The more games you have in the system, the more robust your rating is. You need at least 200 games for it to be considered established. All right, 5 and a 6 go down, 7 goes down. Holy smokes. That was a really nice break. Looks like if he wants to continue with those solids, he does have a shot on a 3. Obviously has plenty of shots on stripes because they're all out there. Two is tied up with the 14. But he can separate those with the 3. He's not really even looking at that, though. Okay, he's going to shoot the 10. He's going to go ahead and take stripes. And he's come up table. He's got the 9 in the side. Wow. I think he wanted to come over and bump into the 14 too, and he just threaded the needle to scratch. If you tried to scratch on that shot in that pocket, I don't think you I don't think you could have done it. Somebody bet him 100 to make that ball and scratch in that pocket. I don't think he would have took that action. All right, so this gives Julius ball in hand with a chance to put this match away. He's got the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. I really like either shooting the 2 all the way down or playing the 3 and breaking out the 2. Because right now the 2 is the only ball that absolutely doesn't go anywhere. The 1's a little tricky, but it does have a couple of pockets, and he's going to start with the 2. He fires it in. He's came down quite a ways. I think maybe he was trying to get on the 4. I don't know. He's going to end up shooting the 3 because it's close to the hole. He's kind of jacked up over this 4. Wants to give this his full attention. All right, he got lucky not to scratch. Kind of lost control of his cue ball there. All right, he's got a shot on the 4, but getting on that 1 ball is going to be a little bit difficult. I think he was kind of worried about that 1 when he very first started. All right, he's left himself a shot on the 1. That was a smart shot. If he can pocket this, he'll draw into the 15 and give himself a shot on the winning 8 ball, which he does nicely. Everything clears out of the way. He's called the 8. Just want to bear down. This puts the match away. Oh, he fired it, but he missed. Well, sometimes the hardest one to make is that last one. Dwayne thought he'd be getting out of his chair to shake hands. Now he's got to compose himself, and he's got a tough starting shot here. He'll play the 13. Oh, and he scratched. Wow. There's nothing that went right for Dwayne in this match. Nothing. Just really, really unfortunate. Okay, it looks like Julius is going to go ahead and shoot this. Wasn't sure if they were just going to shake hands and call it good, but he's going to take ball in hand. And that's it, folks. Julius goes on. All right, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the match. And our next match should be coming up in about 35 minutes. I believe we got a 4:30 round, so grab yourself a bite to eat, stretch your legs, do whatever it is you do, get a little work done so the boss doesn't get upset that you watched pool all day. And we'll see you in about 30 minutes. Thanks, everybody.